Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
5 things you should never do when visiting Greece.
Never, ever, ever, ever.
Number 1, never do the moutza. If you're Greek, give me a rating on
We saw this in, I think, Geography Now of Greece.
a scale 1 to 10 how well I pronounce that word. Showing your palm like this to somebody's face is very, very rude. Greeks understand that this is a universal sign of saying hi, so don't be worried or paranoid that you're not going to be able to say hello like this or hi, you know? In order to show your hand like this to somebody's face, you have to do certain expressions, actually. You have to do it with an intention.
I understand.
Yeah, I think it's like talk to my hand, basically. I didn't try to talk to
Or
my
when
hand.
you point someone into the face with your finger, it starts to escalate. Get your hand off my face.
Oh, that too, yeah.
Yeah.
In Greece, we do it like this, nah. Or you can do it as well with a double palm, which is very, very offensive. When you're here in Greece, never show your palm just like that to somebody's face.
Okay, double palm, I've never seen. But the
That's like Dragon Ball Z.
right. But the regular one just gives me like the talk to my hand, the expression.
It's considered very, very rude.
Ooh.
That's why this
Almost like
expression
about to
is the
slap
number one
somebody.
thing to never do while you're here in Greece. I love this expression because it's something that I do this to myself all the time. I actually practice this by doing like this, nah. When I f up or when I do a mistake, I do something that is horribly wrong. I go to myself like that, nah. Taking a step further, you can do it with your other palm on top of it and go, nah.
Oh.
Number 2, never show up empty-handed when invited to a Greek home. This is common in other cultures as well. To be invited for a dinner and showing up with a gift, with a little bit of a sweet or a bottle of wine is a classic universal thing to bring to someone's home.
Yeah, I feel like that's common sense everywhere. Well, at least everywhere I've known, you kind of just bring, like, as he said, like a box of chocolates or a bottle of something,
Home. So if you are invited to a home, make
Or
sure
flowers,
that you bring a
worst
small
case,
gift.
right?
Number
It depends
3,
on the
don't
occasion.
ignore the locals. It's common for people to stare. If you're in a Greek horion, a village, and you're walking by and you're a tourist, it's very common for a babu or a yaya to just stare at you. This is not considered something rude. You should actually say hello, say yeah. That's a common thing to say. So don't be offended if somebody's staring at you here in Greece. It's very, very common, in fact. But as a foreigner, it's very easy to feel a little bit apprehensive or feel a little bit awkward that they're looking at you. They don't mean that. They're just checking you out. It's perfectly normal, and it's part of the culture. The right thing for you to do is to say hello, okay? Or just say hi, or just smile. This is kind of like an unwritten rule.
Yes.
Kind of like,
smile.
it's not something that you're going to read in a book.
No,
You
It's something that's part of the
smile.
culture.
no such
And
thing.
even to this
I
day,
smile for
if
you.
I feel that someone is staring at me, I don't take offense. I actually engage and participate in a conversation, or just saying hi and nodding and say hello, calimera. It's something that is part of the culture. But for you as a foreigner, it can be a little bit intimidated. It feel a little bit awkward that they're staring at you while you're passing by. It's quite clear that you're a tourist.
I guess it depends, where. Like, if you see, like, a bunch, like, old people sitting there, I wouldn't be, like, intimidated. Like, but if you're walking, like, in a rough neighborhood or some people, like, staring at you, you're about to feel like someone about to jump you, So I guess it kind of depends where you're at and what situation you're in,
Number 4, never, ever decline food. When you are with a Greek and they're offering you food, never, ever decline food.
Yeah. Ian is a vegetarian. He doesn't eat meat.
You don't eat no meat.
No, he doesn't eat meat.
What do you mean you don't eat no meat? Oh, that's
What
okay.
movie is
That's okay.
this?
I make lamb. Done. Go.
This reminds me when they saw in Croatia, they said, oh, he's a vegetarian. Oh, okay, I'll make chicken or something like that.
It doesn't matter how full you are. It doesn't matter if you don't want it, if you don't have the appetite. Just don't decline food. This is kind of like an unwritten rule, again, in the culture. Greeks might say that it's no big deal, but it is a big deal. It's actually taken as an offense. And it's actually very common for someone to just feed you like a baby. This is perfectly normal to just actually grab and say, hey, I just made this sweet, check it out. You want to taste it? Or hey, check out that moussaka I just prepared. Is it okay? Listen, in other
So guys, when in this rule, don't decline food, do you have to, like, eat a full plate, or is it like, not like a full, but is it okay to eat like a small plate, or you have to, like, eat a big plate and stuff for yourself? Because, like, can you just be, like, polite, eat like a dessert plate and like that's it, or do you have to basically stuff your face, eat everything they offer you, can't decline nothing, that's because that's it. There's a big difference between, like, eating like a small, okay, just to eat something to be polite, like a small plate, versus they make you stuff your face, you're like, oh my fucking god.
One of those with my mom, she'll make you a plate and you say, okay,
Yeah,
take a little bit. you take a little bit, and then you eat it, and then you take more. It's just like,
Culture is perfectly normal to say like, hey, I have just eaten, I'm not hungry. Here in Greece, it doesn't work like that. You have to carry on eating and eating. Actually, when you go to a taberna and you order the bill, they're going to bring you some sweet. They might even bring you some raki. So don't expect to go to a taberna, stuff yourself with food, order the bill, and then expect to leave immediately. It's not just about eating and going. Okay, so take it easy, carry on eating, and never refuse food. Which brings me to my next point. Number 5,
the
never
view
go
is
down.
pretty.
Yeah, the view is beautiful.
Here in Greece, we do not split the bill. It's very common for people to go out, family, friends, and have a big gathering in a Greek taberna. And then at the end, someone is going to pay for the whole bill. This is very, very common. Okay? You have to be prepared to pay the whole bill. One of the Greek strategies that we do here is that at the end of the meal, we will go and say like, hey, I'm just going to go into the loo, I'm just going to go to the toilet. And as I'm going to the toilet, I actually pay for the bill on my way back to the table. This is classic Greek behavior when it comes down to paying the bill. In other cultures, it's perfectly normal to split the bill and say like, hey, I only ate this and you ate more or whatever. It's perfectly normal. But here in Greece, we don't do this. It's very common for people to just fight over the bill at the end of a nice meal, at the end of a nice gathering and sharing. Here in Greece, we share the food when we go out.
Yeah, I think in Lithuania it's similar. Like, there's definitely some fights that, who pays for the bill, you know?
Out, we're sharing. It takes honor for someone to say like, I'm taking care of this. Next time, you will pay for the bill. This is something that we do here in Greece, by the way. One time, a friend of mine came to visit me here to Greece, and we went to a
I mean, for me, I guess it depends on the relationship. If it's your friends, yeah, you know, you would always offer to. But if you're just kind of like...
But what situation you go out with someone you don't know? Like,
you go,
it's your friends.
you go out on a date, and it's a bad date. Like,
you're not paying?
it's a first date, and
You're
it's a
not
bad
paying?
date. If it's a bad date, no,
You're not paying?
I pay for
Don't
mine.
embarrass me. You pay.
I pay for mine.
You pay?
I pay
No,
for mine.
no,
yeah.
no.
You gonna pay for
You're
yours.
You're not
You gonna pay
paying?
for yours, yeah.
Are you crazy?
No, you gonna pay
Are
for
you
yours.
crazy?
No, if it's a bad date, no.
No,
I'm good.
oh
Yeah.
please.
No, that's in
No,
that case, yeah.
no, you pay. You pay.
Why?
Because you don't want people to talk dirty behind your back.
Talk all the dirt you want.
and we're happy.
Yeah.
You've never been on a bad date to not pay.
Okay, but I'm saying if there was one, I would
I don't
consider
think
not
so. I
paying.
don't think so. I don't think so.
Having a little bit of mese and some shikuro.
That's
And at the end
fine.
of it, my friend said to the waiter to
You're
split
not
the
gonna
bill.
pay.
My face dropped completely because I was the
Really?
one making
Be
the orders here.
serious.
I was the one who was talking
Be
Greek.
serious.
And I felt a little bit ashamed to actually
Oh, wow.
translate that to the waiter and say like, yeah,
Oh,
we're going to
no.
split the
But
bill. This-
Oh, hold on, I didn't put the full screen. What? We've been watching it like this? I didn't even know.
Oh, yeah.
This is perfectly normal in other cultures, but here in Greece, there's no way I was going to let that happen. Obviously, that was not going to happen on my watch, so I paid for the bill. My friend insisted on actually dividing the bill in order for me not to pay for
I think your
his food
family
and
would
for
be
his drink.
embarrassed.
But
Your
I
mother
told him
would
that
be
this is what we do
embarrassed
here
if
in
you
Greece,
don't pay.
and do not
She's
feel
gonna be like,
uncomfortable about it.
Why you don't pay? That's honor that you do, disrupt the honor of the family. Like, that's embarrassing.
No, not really. It's not that deep.
Because this is part of the culture. I'm going to pay for the whole meal, the drinks, the whole lot. It's part of the culture. I cannot deny it, I cannot just go with it. And with that being said, my friend, thank you so much for all the love and support. Σας ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ. Σας αγαπάω πάρα πολύ. Don't forget to subscribe to me.
All right.
Oh, he speaks very well.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, to us, it's good. I don't know, to natives how he sounds, but to us, it sounds pretty good.
Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. You could like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And as always, share as much kindness as possible.